Conceptual framework. Elaborate the definition of Polya's 4 steps of solving math problem. That would be the report of Quintrilan Tuling as Zeus. Explain the application of Polya's 4 steps with a given problem. That would be the report of Kevin J. Villanueva as Poseidon. Provide explanation of the problem solving strategies. That would be the report of Divine Grace Tuliao as Persephone. Elaboration of mathematical problem involving pattern, that would be the report of Priami Villasor as Artemis. And lastly, explanation of recreational problem using mathematics, and that would be the report of Christine Sining as Athena. Like other field of study, mathematics also follow a system that everyone are following in order to understand the nature and concept of every mathematical problem. The system includes strategies and steps that allows everyone to easily understand mathematics. Today, we will be learning the steps, techniques, strategies, and involving pattern in solving math problem. So without a further ado, let's jump into the main objective of this video.
Good day everyone. I am Zeus, the father of all gods and humans. Bear with me today because I will be teaching you the Polya's 4 steps of solving a math problem. The first step, look at the problem, read the problem, and understand the problem. The second step, if you already understand the problem, then devise a plan on how to solve it. You can use charts, diagram, drawings, and equations. The third steps, if you already have a plan, then carry out your plan. Solve your problem. In solving your problem, make sure to have analyzation and apply some techniques and have illogical thinking, because that is very important. The fourth step, if you already done solving your problem, then look back, review your answer, and make sure that you understand the problem correctly, that you interpret the problem correctly. And if you are done reviewing your answer and you are sure with your answer, then you are done. And that is the 4 basic steps in solving a math problem. The next video will be the application of these 4 basic steps of solving a math problem. So bear with us. Listen, sit down, and relax.
Polya's 4-step problem-solving strategy example. First step, we need to understand the problem. By looking at the problem, we can see that shapes represent numbers. The first 3 equations are clues to find the missing numbers in the last equation. Step 2. Devise a plan. Translate these figures into variables. So in this case, let t be the triangles, c the circles, s the square, and x is the missing value. By adding these 3 triangles, that will equals to 30. Second equation, triangle plus 2 circles equals to 18. For this third equation, circle minus square equals to 2. And for the last one, I will have this. Now, let's carry out the plan. 3t is equal to 30. To solve the t in the first equation, we need just to divide both sides by 3 so that t is just equal to 10. And now, since we know that the t here is equal to 10, we can now solve the remaining value of c by using algebra. C will be equal to 4. And now, since c is equal to 4, we just need to think of a number that we need to subtract from 4 for us to have an answer of 2. So s is must be 2. Since we got the value of t, c, and s, we can now rewrite the equation to this. And now, our final answer is 16. We're going now to look back and check our answers. We have to find out that the t is equal to 10. So if this triangle is 10, adding 3 tens will give us 30, which is correct. On the first equation, we know that we found out that the triangle is equal to 10, and the circle is 4. So adding these shapes will give us 18. So it is also correct. If the circle is 4 and the square is 2, the third equation will be equal to 2. And by confirming these 3 equations are correct, we can now say this is really 10, this is 4, and this is 2. So that our answer is really 16.
Good day everyone! By the way, this is Persephone, the goddess of underworld, spring, flowers, and vegetation. So for today, we're going to discuss about some math solving strategies by using Polya's 4 steps. But wait, where's Hades? Hades, my love! Where are you? So first is searching for patterns. Why would I cry if I can use these strategies to find Hades? So for example, write the next 3 terms of the sequence 4, 9, 14, and 19. So of course, understand the problem. Next is devise the plan. We observe here that to obtain the next term, 5 is added to each sequences. So in carry out the plan, we begin to add 5 in each sequences. So therefore, the next 3 term is 24, 29, and 34. So next is solving backward. For example, a rabbit lover named Dablor bought 10 rabbits in June. He had 4 times as many rabbits by the end of July. So the question is, how many rabbits did he buy in July? So from the word backward, we must begin in solving to the end, which is 4 is multiplied by 10 is 40. So in conclusion, he bought 40 rabbits at the end of July. Third is drawing pictures and diagram are good ways of describing solutions to problems. For example, Thomas has 12 pencils and he loses 7 pencils on the way to school. How many pencils does he have left? Probably 12 is subtracted to 7 is 5, so therefore Thomas have left 5 pencils. Next is making lists and tables. It encourages mathematicians to organize information logically by looking critically at the data. For example, it costs 7 cents a day for an overdue book at the library. Elijah's book has been overdue for 4 days. How much money does he owe? Of course, first step, understand the problem. Next is devise the plan. So probably, day 1 to 4 is multiplied by 7, therefore, he owes 28 cents in 4 days.
I am Rhea Velisor, as your Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, the wilderness, the moon, and the chastity. And I am here in front of you to impart my knowledge about the sequence. A sequence or number pattern is an ordered set that follows a rule. So for example, in the sequence 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on and so forth, 1 is the first term, 3 is the second term, and 5 is the third term, so on and so forth. So let's try to deep down to our understanding to the topic by giving more example about what is sequence. So there are 2 types of sequence. It is when the sequence goes on forever. It is called an infinite sequence. And otherwise, it is a finite sequence. So for example, is a very simple sequence which is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. And it is a infinite sequence. So another one is a sequence of the first 4 odd numbers. So for example, the sequence 1, 3, 5, 7, and it is a finite sequence. So this sequence have a limited number of items. We also have a infinite sequence where every term is double. So for example, is the term 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. And also there is also a sequence of the first 5 letters alphabetically. Example of this is A, B, C, D, and E. So we also have a sequence of alternating zeros and 1. So for example is the 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, so on and so forth.
I am Christina Satina, the goddess of knowledge, wisdom, battle, and war. So for today, I will share my knowledge all about recreational problems using mathematics. So before anything else, I will define first what is recreational mathematics. So recreational mathematics consists of games, tricks, or puzzles that are most of the time designed for entertainment, pleasure, amusement, or fun. That teaches math skills to help participants win. That also requires math to solve but are not the typical learn the formula and apply approach. Instead, using math to solve problems is part of the game itself. Though its main purpose is for recreation, it cannot be denied that the amount of mathematical content, understanding, and procedure also requires some sort of analysis, logic, and decision making. In doing this, we need to use or apply some methods or strategies to win or to be rewarded when the Eureka moments are reached. By the way, Eureka means I found it. And now, let me show you examples of recreational problems using mathematics. So, examples include chess, dama, Rubik's Cube, Sudoku, and Magic Square. But I will just only show you the Magic Square. And here it is.